Common sunflower info and care. Sunflower, Helianthus annuus, is an annual herbaceous plant known for the specific movement of its flower head. During the day, the head follows the sun turning towards it, while at night it turns down to the ground. For over 4,000 years, it was used either as an ornament or for feeding birds and people. Only at the end of the 18th and the beginning of the 19th century did the Russians begin to extract oil from its seeds, and in this way found out that the sunflower is much more than a decorative plant. Name and origin. The Latin name of the genus Helianthus comes from the Greek words helios, sun, and anthos, flower. The species name annuus means annual. Sunflower is a part of the Asteraceae family, also known as Compositae. Since many plants in this family look similar to a sunflower, big disc-shaped flower head located at the top of a long, thin stalk, it is also called the sunflower family. It originates from the Americas, USA, Mexico, Peru, where it was a symbol of light and fertility. Description. At the beginning of the sunflower's life cycle, its stalk is thin, juicy, and tender, while in the later stages it becomes thick, strong, and woody. It is round, hollow, covered with hairs, and grows to a height of about 6 feet, although there are varieties that can reach up to 12 feet in height. Thickness ranges from 1 to 3 inches. The most interesting and beautiful part of a sunflower is its inflorescence or flower head, which can have a diameter of up to 15 inches in tall varieties. The outer part of the flower head consists of radial tongue-shaped ray florets, which are golden or bright yellow. Numerous tubular disc florets, up to 1,500, arranged in concentric circles, make up the inner part of the disc. The green foliage, ranging from 3 to 12 inches, consists of a long, thick petiole and a round, slightly toothed blade. Sunflower care. You do not have to own Sahara-sized land to cultivate sunflowers or reap the health and aesthetic benefits they offer. So, keep watching to learn how to care for them. Light requirements. Providing a sufficient amount of light is the most important condition for the successful development of sunflowers. These plants thrive in full sun, at least 6 hours daily. So be sure to plant them away from areas where a taller structure like a building or tree might overshadow them. Water requirements. Since its root system is highly developed and penetrates deep into the soil from which it can draw water, sunflower is a relatively resistant species to drought, so a large amount of water is not necessary for its successful development. The greatest need for water occurs from flowering to grain filling. Excessive amounts of water during the second part of the growing season, July, August, can cause the appearance of diseases, so wait for the top layer of soil to dry before watering this crop again. Soil requirements. Sunflower does not have great chemical composition or physical soil structure requirements. All types of soil suit it, except shallow and impermeable ones. However, if you are after the highest yields, you should provide the soil with a deep humus layer and neutral pH that is loose and well drained. Fertilizer requirements. In addition to drawing water from deeper parts of the soil with their strong and branched roots, sunflowers can also absorb nutrients stored at lower depths. Therefore, they can thrive without additional fertilization, especially if grown on nutrient-rich soil. Still, if you can, you should always feed your sunflowers with slow-release fertilizers that contain more phosphorus and potassium than nitrogen, as they best respond to this type of fertilization. Temperature requirements. The minimum germination temperature is 50 degrees Fahrenheit, while the optimal is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The most favorable temperature for development, especially during intensive growth, flowering, and seeding, ranges between 68 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Although sunflowers can withstand temperatures as low as 20 degrees Fahrenheit, cooler climate conditions reduce oil synthesis in their seeds. Too high temperatures have a similar effect. Wind protection. Sunflowers are known for being wind tolerant and can grow in moderate to strong windy conditions. However, if the sunflowers are young or planted in a location particularly exposed to high winds, you should provide them with some sort of shield from the wind or tall stakes around the plants and make sure the plants are firmly attached to the support. It is necessary to provide support for varieties that are on the taller side, regardless of whether they are located in a windy location or not, because they might grow so tall and their heads so big they will start to lean heavily to one side. Propagation. The most common way to propagate sunflowers is through seeds, which are sown directly in the ground, 1 to 2 inches deep, in the spring after the danger of frost has passed. Although the seeds germinate quickly, within 10 to 15 days, you can speed up this process if you soak the seeds in lukewarm water, 100 degree Fahrenheit to 120 degree Fahrenheit, for half an hour before sowing. Pests and diseases. Due to the delicate structure of the stalk and head, the sunflower is prone to disease attacks, especially in wetter and rainier areas. Some of the most common diseases that occur are Phomopsis stem canker, Phomopsis, Alternaria blight of sunflower, Alternaria helianthe, and sunflower gray mold, Botrytis cinerea. Phomopsis stem canker manifests on the stem and leaf in gray spots surrounded by a dark brown border and should be treated with fungicides. Alternaria helianthe is a fungal plant pathogen that causes leaf spotting and head anthracnose. It can cause more than 10% lower yield. The best ways to deal with it are crop rotation and healthy seeds. Sunflower gray mold is a necrotrophic fungus that often appears during rainy summers as a dirty gray coating on the stem and causes its decay. Preventive measures include avoiding too dense of a structure during planting, healthy seeds, and a 3-year crop rotation. The most common pests that cause damage are aphids, wireworms, and moths. Birds and rodents that feed on ripe seeds can also be a problem, so the greatest risk of damage is right before harvest. Usage. Since every part of the plant is usable, this precious plant has a wide range of applications. Sunflower oil, obtained by pressing black seeds, contains about 50% oil, 20% protein, and carbohydrates, and is one of the most often used cooking oils worldwide. Gray white seeds are best for snacking. It is the main ingredient in many processed food products, such as margarine and mayonnaise, but that is only one aspect of its application. Derivatives of this oil, such as stearin, are used in producing candles, plastics, soap, cosmetics, and softening rubber. Due to its beneficial effect on the skin, it is used in pharmaceutical products and is the base ingredient in paints, varnishes, etc. Gray white seeds contain less oil, but they are delicious for snacking. Sunflower sprouts are also extremely healthy and nutritious and can be added to salads, sandwiches, and wraps. And even the petals can be used for making tea. Let us know in the comments if you've planted sunflowers in your garden. If you enjoyed this video, tap the like button and be sure to check out the 11 plants that attract butterflies to your garden.